Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and trippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move rockin' on? Now who wanna move crossin' on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em, single ball 'em, never stop it. To the beast of feastin' on 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world.
What's up everybody? This is Ted Karras for the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cincy Hat, and you're watching Bengals and Brews.
We lost to the fucking Jets.
Jets, Jets. The freaking.
How we feeling, fellas? How we feeling? I fucking told you that there's goddamn some podcast in New York that was also at the same time going, what do we think, guys? It's only the Bengals. We're going to go in there. I fucking knew it. And the worst part is I don't even feel like it was a trap game. I just think our defense sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you were
some stat today where we have missed like 81 something tackles, and the next highest team is like 30 tackles less. Like we have missed 30 more tackles than the next team in line. It's crazy.
Yeah, and sometimes like missed tackles can overshadow just like other stuff because it's easy to point to. It's like so many other things. Like guys can't win one-on-one matchups. Shamar Stewart was just nowhere yesterday to be found. He got dominated.
Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, bad angles. I mean, I've never seen the defensive performance that it literally felt like the Jets could run probably the same play and probably average 10 to 15 yards every play. It was that bad.
Yeah. Chris says the Jets have gotten 500 yards of offense 2 times in the last 25 years. Yesterday and the Mike White game.
Was it the Mike White game?
That's what he says. I believe it. I mean, that's hard. 500 yards is a lot of yards, especially the Jets. It's not like they've had superstar quarterbacks and superstar offenses and this great teams over the last 25 years. That's just how damn bad this defense is, man.
You know what, man? Justin Fields ought to be thanking the fuck out of Al Golden. He ought to be on the phone with Al fucking Golden right now because he was benched. He was benched, man. The owner talked shit about how he couldn't even complete a pass. This dude comes in here and puts up 500 fucking something yards on us.
Well, it's not hard when you're just handing off to Breece Hall.
He made some throws. He did because we had no pass rush too. And that's the thing when you can't do either at all. You can't do any. You can't cover. You can't rush the passer, and you can't stop the run. I mean, when you can't do any of that, that's how 500 yards happen. KP here with the super chat, appreciate it. $4.99. Burn it down. Trade, like I said weeks ago. Hire a GM and coach. Total rebuild. The Jets gave us a 40 ball, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I do think it's total rebuild is probably what's needed, right? Duke. That's why I'm just like people are like, oh yeah, Duke, and then you'll say Zach or you'll say Alco. Yeah, it's all of them. But you start with Duke, and listen, I know the Bengals probably aren't doing these things, but what should the Bengals do, or any other team that loses to an 0-7 Jets team the way they have, and the fact that whatever defense coordinator's in there sucks, and Zach's got the offense going, but at the same point in time, he is the head coach as well, and you're responsible for both sides of the football as a head coach, so. I think heads got to roll, and I think all the heads should roll. But will it happen? Probably not. So that's where we're at.
It's all as valid when you're staring at possibly, 4 straight years of missing the playoffs, right?
3, I think. Is it 3?
It feels like a 10.
Yeah, it does.
That AFC Championship game against Kansas City feels like ages ago. It don't even feel like the same team. No. Or even the same organization. It feels like we've lost pretty much all the spunk since that. We've lost any kind of like resemblance of a good defense. Our defense have been piss poor since then. Yeah, man, it's just inconsistencies across the board. It's a systemic problem too. Like, yeah, you can go out there and say like, let's trade for a defensive end or sign whoever. Is it really going to make that big of an impact on this defense? Probably not. That's how deep the problems are. It's it's a flawed system. It's a flawed defense. It's a flawed personnel. It's flawed coaching, and you're seeing the results, and that's what we're seeing today.
I mean, that all sounds bad, but I just want to hear something positive, Greg. And you haven't spoke yet. You're the positive guy here. Give me something. Give me something, please, Greg.
I'll give you something. Let's head down to Midwest Best Barbecue Wednesday when it opens, along wearing this badass Chop Shop shirt. Proud sponsors of this show. Also, this weekend is Salute to Service weekend for the Bengals to honor those who served our country. So that's an important thing coming up. But if you're talking anything Bengals wise in general, I like Joe Flacco.
Oh man, they broke Greg.
They didn't break me. I still hey,
They're
no,
breaking
you know
Greg.
what? They didn't break me. Pittsburgh lost. We're still second in the division, Shop. We're only one game behind in the division. That's
Fix your mic. Fix your mic too, Greg.
Screw you, Dale. Yeah, you're right.
Our offense, it's kind of crazy. Despite all these things, like our offense line is actually really pretty good.
No, Fairchild did great yesterday. Fairchild was making holes for
good.
Let me tell you something, because whatever I was reading something, but I think I was reading something you posted, Dale, but it was talking about Reisner. Like they announced Reisner yesterday with the didn't they announce him on the oh no, they announced the defense when they came out.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason they had Reisner's name up on the scoreboard for some reason.
But Chop, they didn't break me. We're still one game behind, Chop. I'm keeping the faith, buddy. Keeping the faith.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll tell you, man, my faith is fucking broken. 39 fucking points by the goddamn Jets, by a team, a fucking undefeated, like a team that didn't have a goddamn win, whose quarterback was literally benched, and I don't know what the fuck happened to Tyrod Taylor. He must have something. He couldn't fly. So they've started Justin Fields, and he comes up here, and oh my God. We got a 2-score game lead most of the game, and we fuck it up, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it up. It's no goddamn defense, and I don't even know it's Al Golden's first year, and I keep telling myself it's his first year, man. It takes a minute to put in a defense, but these motherfuckers can't even they can't even fucking tackle a person.
Yeah.
Like, you can't I thought, like, I'm a fucking layman, man. I don't watch tape like you guys, but it just seems to me like the number one fucking thing that you have to learn in defense, the number one thing, is how to fucking tackle someone.
Well, there's stuff that goes into that too. It's poor angles. It's putting yourself in the right position. Like some of the missed tackles is because they either lack athleticism, they're not in the right spot, or they can't get there. And yeah, you can lunge at somebody at the leg and miss a tackle, but the problem there, you weren't in the right position, or you're getting sustained on a block for too long and you're fighting from that and you're peeling off of that guy and just trying to grab a leg. I just think it's definitely like a lot of things. Like what I see is edge players that can't hold an edge. I actually think the defensive interior, and I know I texted this out, I thought they held okay at the point of attack. I just don't think our linebackers and edges were doing the right things. Our safeties are god-awful. They're very inconsistent. They're never in the right position on run fits. And even our corners yesterday, they looked like they were scared to tackle. Just really bad effort out there.
Well, speaking of scared, what the hell was Jordan Battle thinking, man? He had Rivers sacked before Rivers threw a touchdown. He's like putting his hands up. This isn't two-hand touch football. This isn't practice. You're allowed to touch the quarterback.
Let me say, when I watched that play, I did think maybe he stopped short because he thought the ball was going and he jumped to try to block it. I don't know, but he did pause, and then jump up in the air. I don't know what it was about.
I think he thought he was going to pump fake him and run around him. I mean, I think that's what he was thinking, but it's just one of those things, man. When you're bringing a guy on the blitz, just go 100% at that quarterback. And because if you get your hand in there on that ball, then that pass never even gets off. I don't know, man. It was rough. It was rough all around. You asked for positivity, so I was going to mention the running game. I like the split still. It's Chase Brown 50-some% of the snaps, P. Ryan 40-some% of the snaps, and then I guess they had neither of them in there for a little bit for a snap or two. But I thought they were both tremendous in the run game, and that's a credit back to the offensive line that we were talking about as well, opening up some big holes. And it was a lot of Dylan Fairchild on some of those runs, but you know they were making good plays and they're keeping those guys fresh. And we found a running game the last 2 weeks, and the offense comes to life.
Yeah.
And then the defense just can't get off the field. I knew that we couldn't judge the defense early on when it's like, oh, the offense letting us down. The defense was solid. It's like, I just don't think we've seen enough of that defense. You know what I mean? I thought teams were kind of getting leads and then just letting off the gas a little bit was the only reason that looked like the defense was getting some stops here and there. But anytime we needed a stop, or even early in the season, we weren't getting one. We weren't getting any stops. So, and that's continued now when, you know, we've got leads and teams are just smoking our ass nonstop.
Dale, I wanted to bring this up here. Like, there's no way you can blame the offense. Absolutely no. When you score 38 points, you should win that game. But one thing I'm just curious is one of the final two, I think it was the second to last drive, we were running the ball, like you said, smoothly. Why the hell were we not saying Flacco wasn't playing well, why the hell were we passing the ball 3 times in a row when we were getting like 30-yard runs, like 15, like at the least amount of yards was like 8 yards per carry, I think. We were just
we did mix in a couple runs, Greg, but like one, it was going to be a run to P. Ryan, and it looked like Flacco checked out of it to be a quick hitter to Jamar Chase, and he would have had space to potentially go down the sideline or who knows with Jamar, and Jamar dropped it, you know, and that set him back to second down, and then, you know, you get in those 2nd and 10s. I hated the way Zach was playing for a long field goal, the way he was letting that clock run with 3 timeouts on the very last drive. Well, but at that point, too, Flacco's shoulder was fucked. Where he just
Flacco's staying away now.
I also think, honestly, he wanted to take the clock down to literally 0 seconds.
Yeah,
because even with 20 seconds against our defense,
you're right.
They would get in because we'd only be up by, like, if we kick a field goal, 2 points?
2 points, yeah.
I get that, but we weren't even at midfield yet, and we were playing like that. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like we should have got, you know, you get down to the 20, you get down to the 25, the 15, sure, run it to 0 at that point. But when you're still on your side of the field and you're like taking your sweet ass time to run plays with these timeouts in your pockets, I personally didn't.
Well, if Yoshi catches the ball on 2nd down, then you're able to do that.
That's what I was going to say.
Drop. And then on 3rd down or 4th down, he had another drop too. Like, you know, I get some of the criticism on maybe the drive on that play calling, but if you literally can't catch a fucking pass in your hands in NFL, why are you playing?
Yeah. So last week, Yoshi was the hero, and Joe Flacco said it. Like, the plan is, like, if both of them are doubled, T and Jamar, then Yoshi's down the middle. And both times that happened in this game, Yoshi dropped the ball. What happened to Yoshi?
I can't even be too mad at, and listen, yeah, he has sucked. He has not had a good season. He's been bad. He don't get any separation hardly at all. But I'll agree with this comment here that Yoshi blew up, you know, and I mean, it's no excuse for some of the other drops and not creating separation, but that would have been a tough catch on that one that it got hit out and was almost an interception. That would have been a tough catch to make. But at the same point in time, those are game-winning plays, right? Those are how you win games, like to make a tough catch like that.
How many catches have Chase made when people are blowing up his body? That's part of the requirement of being an NFL receiver. That's no excuse, you know? Like, you got to catch the ball. It's in your hands.
Yep.
So it was a great pass from Flacco, actually. And the next one was a little low, but it actually was a great pass because it shielded it from the defender. And that hit him right in the hands, too. You know? And that would have been
let me ask you guys this: the 2-point conversion, was that enough to overturn, in your opinion?
I didn't think so. I never saw it cross, but I didn't see it. I mean, maybe an angle they saw that I didn't. I was kind of numb at that point. Me and Miley had went to B-dubs because the game wasn't on at the house. So, like, I'm just like, wow. And I'm writing an article for Cincy Jungle for winners and losers. I had to redo the whole damn article in that 4th quarter.
I skimmed through it real quick before the show, and I was like, winners. It was like Dave Lapham, Lamar Parrish, Chase Brown. It was like losers. I was like, oh, shit, here's the article. It was like, it kept going. It's like a Stephen King novel.
Well, and I think I had 6 or 7, and I think Jason Markham, because he's the editor, I think he added another 3 or 4 to it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, all losers. He didn't add no winners. I'll tell you that.
Who's the winner in this situation? And then this is so hard for me to believe, man. And I know that you retweeted it and Santori got the information and he put it up, but like a 3.5 hour wait.
Yeah. And
like
other people
literally,
said
if I
they
call
called
the
and canceled,
Bengals,
they
like,
got right through. So who the hell knows?
and I don't want my season tickets. They're like, your call will be answered in 3.5 hours. Like, what?
Because I thought it was funny, right? Like,
yeah.
If you're here in 3.5 hours, they took the phone off the hook.
Right. Yeah. Right.
They canceled me and didn't get a hold of me. That's just smart, right?
Hey, look, and let me just say this as far as getting rid of your tickets. I get it. I really get it. I won't be giving up mine just because, I mean, it's the one thing that I do, man, you know, and I like going, it's the whole experience. It's not just the product on the field. So I like going and seeing my boys down in the parking lot. Love what we do at Project Game Day. I like going to the game. You know, leaving the game sometimes is really hard, but I like going to the game.
At least it's entertaining.
And
our games are close.
I appreciate it because I'm going to take your seat.
Yeah. And for me, like, and it's like, well, why would people be canceling right now? And it's not even just because of the Jets' loss. I mean, obviously that probably, but people are considering it anyways because it's renewal time. You only have like this. Yeah. You have like this week, or you start getting charged for the next season already. So if you're going to not renew for next season, or quote unquote cancel, then it's more about just not renewing. I mean, that's basically what happened to me. I just got kind of priced out. It was getting too expensive. It had basically doubled, in 4 years, and I know they raised again. So I can understand people that just can't.
Well, also
do that. You're not renewing, but like whatever. Like one loss wouldn't make me cancel them, but damn. That's one of the worst losses I can remember in the regular season of all freaking time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And I trace back to the preseason. And you always, kind of the talk track was, we were having really difficulties on defense, and we're actually seeing the same thing. And the follow-up from Al, from Zach was, we're not really showing that much stuff. Yeah. Right.
Such horse shit.
It was horse shit. And there is a certain extent of like coaching that you got to obviously use coach speak, but also help sell tickets too. Like you can't see like, hey, our defense is total dog shit.
No, it's going to be dog shit again, just like it was the last 2 years, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah,
like don't that's worry. What you're going to
get. We actually might, I got one for you guys. It might actually be worse than last year because statistically it is.
Yeah, I feel like it probably is.
Yeah,
but to tell you the truth, man, I also feel like lose time. I'm still.
It has nothing to do. I'm not saying that
over.
Yeah.
I was not saying that to anything with Lou. I don't give a shit.
I'm just thinking like other people on Twitter I've read like, oh, Lou's gone and now the defense still sucks. Guess what? Him? No, it also was Lou.
When you're playing like Lou. When you're playing as one of the worst 5 defenses in the NFL. And then you're still one of the worst 5 defenses in the NFL, maybe just a little worse. And Lou had a run there late, but we were probably 32nd at this time last year too, were we not?
Yeah, right.
You were.
You know what I mean? And maybe the numbers are worse, but you went from last to last. So it's like, it's shit. And that's what I mean. Like, it's organizational failures. It's got to be like they've invested draft picks on the defense. So whether it's Lou, whether it's Al Golden, whether it's fucking Jesus Christ himself that comes down here to coach this fucking defense, does it make a fucking difference?
Right. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
Yeah, T-Broke being rebuilt.
I'll tell you what, though. For a guy that builds his defense around the fucking linebackers, guess who's one of the top linebackers in the entire NFL right now? Fucking Jihad Campbell. Guess who was there at fucking our pick? Jihad Campbell. This team, man, with their drafting, I just don't know what the fuck, man. Shamar Stewart might turn out to be a baller. Maybe they coach him up and he's him. I don't know, but man, like I felt like going into this draft, we needed somebody right now. Now this is saying Joe Burrow is still playing, and our defense needed to equal what our offense was. we needed an impact player this year. And Shamar Stewart hasn't been that impact player. He's been hurt. But when he's there, I don't even know what the fuck he's doing. When I'm at the stadium, I never hear his name except when they announce the goddamn defense coming out of the tunnel. I never hear stopped on the play by Shamar Stewart. Stopped on the play by Shamar Stewart. That's 2 fucking times that anybody listening to this show has heard it more than they've heard it at the stadium because it doesn't happen.
Well,
you guys say he's taking on double teams and shit. They don't say that at the stadium either.
Well, I'll just say PFF grade wise, him and Logan Wilson, the bottom 2. You know, I'm not going to say him read off all these, but Shamar had a 31 overall, 28.4 run defense. Like, how are you that big? Because he don't know what the fuck he's doing, like Dustin said. You know, he's one of those edges that can't set an edge. And was that not one of the biggest reasons Al Golden wanted a big guy like that? And they want these big guys, and they can't do the one job that they were drafted to do. Set a fucking edge, let alone rush the passer. They can't do that either.
Or tackle.
They can't do any of it.
Well, somebody put up a thing the other day, and I thought it was funny as shit, man. I can't remember who it was. It was one of our friends put up something about Shamar Stewart's like quickly closing in on his to have the same record that he had in college as far as like tackles and sacks and shit like that. Yeah. It's not funny. It's not funny, to be honest.
Yeah,
I just don't know what to do. It's like nervous laugh.
You got to laugh instead of cry, Chop. You know, when it's this bad. I mean, it's honestly bad.
I'm like calling my mom on the phone, like, God damn it, Mom! Why the fuck did you raise me in Cincinnati? Why'd you raise me in Cincinnati? I mean, to be honest, though, the Bengals were only 4 years old at that time. Who the fuck knew? Who knew this was going to be our future? And Paul Brown,
was your future, yeah.
Paul Brown was a different kind of Brown, you know.
No. Paul Brown was the one that revolutionized a lot of modern offenses. His big thing, and you kind of see it in our culture still, was always to have a quarterback and playmakers at your skill positions. Well, so it's kind of probably been a blind spot as our organization to evaluate trench talent because it's just like a cultural thing, you know. Now, our offensive line, what sucks about all this is our offensive line is actually like playing really damn good ball. And they have since Green Bay. Like Flacco was barely touched yesterday, big holes, moving people. That's exciting to see.
Well, I also think the run game has improved because of Joe Flacco. I think the run game sucked when Jake Browning was back there because they all knew that he couldn't pass the fucking ball. So we also didn't have a run game. You guys watch the tape. You tell me. I just feel like maybe the run game came alive because Joe Flacco's getting the ball out and they can't load the box like that. So is that right?
Yeah, I definitely think it helps when you got a quarterback that's getting the ball out as quick as Flacco has been. It helps everything. You know, everything works in sync, and sometimes we're so one-dimensional, even when we have Burrow. You know, I think we're just so used to relying on him as just this incredible passer and can go and scramble. And at some point, man, you want to be more balanced, and it makes a big difference offensively when you can be a little more balanced. Burrow, Flacco, Joe Mama, whoever. It helps. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, Joe Flacco. So in 3 games, he's had 7 TDs and 0 interceptions.
Yeah.
Or is it no? Wait. He threw 3 yesterday, didn't he? 1 to Chase Brown, 1 to T. Did he? No, he didn't throw 1 to Chase. So he had 2 yesterday, 3 against Pittsburgh. Didn't he throw 2 against Green Bay also?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, the most outlier stat of our offense yesterday was I think T only had 2 targets.
2 targets,
right?
yeah.
That's
1 catch and it was a touchdown.
Was he just not getting separation, or like what was going on?
Who knows?
I don't know.
I think how many million a year for 2? Jeez.
29.
Well, he's only on pace for like 500 yards this year. He's not producing. Now.
Oh, and once again, Chase gets over 10 targets. I think he got 12 yesterday.
He had 12 catches.
12 catches.
Give Flacco credit.
I think he had 19. So, I mean, when your target shares, and I get it, Jamar Chase, especially you're trying to get the ball in his hands quick, and I would keep doing that. But when it's 20 targets to one guy and like the next highest has like 3, that's probably not ideal.
I guess just Joe Flacco's just must have built up a lot of trust with Jamar over these last few games, and that's his go-to guy. and he gets the ball out real fast. So he's probably thrown it to the guy that he knows is going to be the biggest one on being able to make the catch, I guess.
Right, and we don't need to keep talking about the offense.
I agree.
Biggest Dickus with some X's in there in your name. What a great name. Yeah, I mean, 100%. We know that. You score 38 points, you should win the game. Multiple times that offense would, they'd cut it down and we'd bump it right back up to 2 possessions, like over and over and over. And then the defense could not get one single stop. Like at halftime, it was 24-13. Then the defense even got a stop, coming out of half because the Jets started with the ball. But then after that, it was like field goal and then a bunch of touchdowns, just like started getting ran all over. Like that second half was brutal. I mean, so if there was only 13 at half, they ended up scoring. That's 26 second half points to a Jets team that it was taking fucking 5 games to score 26 points in prior to this.
Well, you brought up the punting. They punted once in the whole. Didn't the Jets punt? How many times in the whole game? Once or twice?
Once.
I mean, yeah, once or twice. It wasn't. Was it once?
Turnover on downs and 1 punt.
Well,
they didn't even have Garrett. They didn't even have Garrett Wilson. Imagine what they would have did if they had even more explosiveness. Like
the best receiver was Mason Taylor, and not knocking on Mason Taylor, Chop. I'm saying.
I told you he'd be good.
No. I mean, like, and also, what was his name? The best corner in the league, DJ Turner, had Mason Taylor guarded completely, and Taylor still caught the touchdown in the end zone. It's just
and it was fucking thrown to him by Breece Hall.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
It was goddamn, man. Like when you just think about the shit that went on at that game.
Oh, imagine clipping it back up, Chop, and rewatching it today.
I know.
That really sucks.
I was watching Elise.
Why do you think I'm sitting here so damn depressed? I had to go through it a second time.
I was watching Elise Jesse's thing, and I swear to God, I started watching a little bit more intently because I thought she was about to say she just quits because she was like, I'm just tired. Like, it's not fun reporting on this team. They're losing, and it's not fun, and I'm done. And
it's entertaining.
What?
It's entertaining. Our game.
Yeah.
It's not fun to lose.
It's not.
I can bring up another positive thing. I know 100% you can agree on this. Shout out to our Project Game Day honoree, Frankie.
Oh, my God.
Even after the game, he had one of the best times ever.
Yeah.
Had a great time at our tailgate. Got to meet, Jamar Chase and a couple.
Yeah, Jamar Chase walked over and gave him both of his gloves. Yeah. Like before the game, he saw him. He just walked over there. Now, Frankie was wearing a Jamar Chase jersey, and he got onto the field, that little area where the family and people can get on early and watch. And Jamar Chase saw him, just walked right up, boom, took off both his gloves and gave them to him and took pictures. I was like, this kid just had the fucking best day of any kid ever. Ever. No kid, some kid may have matched Frankie's day yesterday, but no kid's ever had a better day. That kid had the best fucking day yesterday. I love it when Project Game Day, when we have a kid and we send a kid, it's just extra special to me, man. And that kid had the best fucking day ever.
Even after
Al Golden might as well walked up and slapped him in the face, though, at the end of the game.
Man. No shit,
dude. After all that, after such a great day.
Yeah, I know.
Can I ask you something about Al Golden? Where has he been? Has he talked to anybody? At least I will say one thing, not going back to Lou. He did hop on podcasts with like Dave Lapham and even during the tough times, It's like Al Golden's like a hidden guy. Where's he been? I haven't heard him talk to the media once.
Well, there's no accountability, and Zach's screaming for accountability and someone to step up. And listen, I know Zach has to face the media and things like that, but Duke Tobin, all these people should have to face the media every now and again when things aren't going well. I think there should be more accountability top to bottom in this whole organization. I think that's a problem. Just something to M. Rappaport here. Flacco obviously had that shoulder injury, went in the locker room late. He is day to day, according to Zach Taylor.
No boy.
So you might have Jake Browning.
I mean, my reaction to this is this. I mean, for real. Oh, well, what the fuck?
How can they hurt us this week, right?
Well, let's call Derek Carr. Let's get Derek Carr out of retirement.
No, they already called him. He said no.
Yeah, that's
true. Trading for quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that the problem with this team at the root, you got to, it's like rust. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get in and you've got to remove rust, like I watch some of these automotive repair things, and if you leave a little bit of rust, it comes back. When you go in there and you're doing body work, you got to remove every bit of rust and just replace it with brand new metal. If you leave even just a little bit of rust, it's a problem and it comes back. And the problem is that the rust in the Bengals organization is the Bengals organization. And we can't get rid of that fucking rust, man. And it just keeps coming back. You're not going to, the Bengals organization isn't going to ruin themselves. So to get it closer to the metal, so that the rust doesn't show itself as quick, man. How about Duke Tobin? Like, I understand he's your fucking cousin or something. Or he caught you in a compromising position and he's got photos of you, but it's time. Let's just look at the photos and get over it. Whatever Duke Tobin's blackmailing on you, get it out in the open. We forgive you. Whatever the fuck he's holding on to blackmail, we forgive you and we want a winning team. Get rid of Duke Tobin.
Chop, the sobering thing is the organization can't ruin themselves. Like, you're in a profit rich where it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Like, you're still gonna make it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So like,
I don't think they care as much about having a winning product, man. I really want to believe that they want to have
I think they want to win. I don't think they know how to. They need more.
I think it's by their own criteria they want to do it by.
Yeah.
I
they don't
feel
know
like
how to.
they refuse to listen to people that will tell them how to.
Yes.
I think that they have been shown the way. I don't think they're stupid people. I think they've been shown the way. I think they just refuse it. Like when we talk about Paul Brown was old school because he's fucking old. I mean, the guy started the team in 1968. So he played the old school ways. And I think that he told his son, this is the way you do shit. And the modern NFL has evolved so much. Everything is so much different now. You can't run the team like it's 1975. And I think that that's still something that's happening. I think that, yeah, a few things have changed and come about, but the core values inside that building remain. And that's what's hindering us from having a fucking winning product. We got two of the best we'll never have a quarterback and a wide receiver combo like we have right now. That'll never happen again in Bengals history, I don't think. I mean, going into the future. Wasted, because we have one guy that can even play on our defense. The rest of the whole goddamn defense sucks. There's one fucking guy that can play on our defense, and that's Trey Hendrickson. And his contract's up at the end of this year, and he's hurt. What other guy on our defense can play consistently? Who is it on our defense that's not named Trey Hendrickson that you is going to take our field and you feel confident in his abilities? Is there anybody?
Well, I know that we're cooked too for the rest of the year because guess what? Why? They had a players only meeting today on defense.
Oh yeah. Who the fuck led that?
Yeah.
Who led the meeting is where
usually there's a player that is doing really good to hold the fucking meeting and say everybody needs to do something. But who the fuck's holding that meeting?
No, any of those meetings are always dog shit. They're stupid. They're media talking points. They don't do anything. They're usually bad teams that have those and nothing gets better. You know, so.
Wait, Chop. One of your favorite teams did something good. Brian Kelly, buddy. You guys finally did the right thing.
Well, no, because that'll fuck me in the ass. It'll probably end up the Bengals will hire Brian Kelly.
Yeah, probably so. But I'm just saying, Chop. I can officially like LSU more. Because I've told you how I felt about Brian Kelly. I still liked LSU, but I had that thing with Brian Kelly, so I'm more happy for you.
You ain't got to worry about him anymore.
Hell yeah, buddy. Get Coach O back.
Nah, he's cooked.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want him back. I don't know what they're gonna do. I think it would just be funny if Nick Saban came out of retirement.
Hey, what a championship!
You want to talk about parody? There you go.
Do it.
No. Do it. Did you see though that they might be able to evoke some moral clauses to reduce his buyout? I think I saw a report on that. So that's interesting.
I know this. The governor of Louisiana is getting involved, man. You don't fuck with LSU football, man. The governor of Louisiana is getting involved.
I did not know that. That's awesome, though, man.
Yeah, Kieran sent me that.
You guys are going to get Lane Kiffin. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be Lane Kiffin. That would be the perfect
good?
fit.
I don't know. Is that good? You guys
it's an awesome hire. He's an awesome hire for LSU. Yeah.
He's with Ole Miss now, right?
Yeah.
No, Ole Miss has been doing good the last couple of years.
He's a psychopath. Will we stay another year? Will we stay another year and then he'll be like, I'm fucking your daughter, coach?
Yeah, that's true. If he goes and plays, he's fucking the coach's daughter. I forgot about that. That's true.
That's true.
No, the other place I could see Kiffin going
It's Florida.
is Florida, yeah.
Yeah,
And obviously,
Which is the better job, do you think?
I would take LSU.
I would too, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chop, hire Brian Hartline. Get Brian Hartline.
Hey, here's good news for you, Greg. I haven't looked at the college rankings, but I guarantee Cincinnati's above LSU this week. Because you guys were 21 and we were 20 last week.
Chop,
Yeah.
wait, Chop. If LSU was in Ohio, let's just be realistic. If LSU was in UC's conference, you guys would be in the top 10.
Okay, but they're not. And
But it's national rankings,
Yeah.
Greg. It's not like per conference. You guys were ranked 21 nationally.
yeah,
and
Greg,
LSU was
this is your
20.
time. This is your time to
This
say
is
that
you.
UC is better
And
than
I guarantee-
LSU.
Yeah.
No,
LSU.
Chop, I'm not going to do that, Chop.
Well, he was doing it
telling
with Ohio
you.
State.
I
He
like
was doing
LSU.
it
Know
with
what you
Ohio
do? I
State.
just like to
LSU sucks,
LSU
Greg.
is because we are the Buckeye State. We are technically the Buckeye State. LSU's not my enemy. Ohio State's my enemy. I like to
Both of my Tiger teams fucking blow.
Now, to be fair here, Dark Knight, he said the positive side, FC Cincinnati's in the playoffs. Well, you know, their first game is tonight, and they play the Columbus
your
Crew,
team.
which happens to be my team,
Yeah.
not FC Cincinnati.
Because-
That's real.
Because Dale loves those colors up from the Columbus.
No,
Crew.
I don't love the colors, but I bet there was no FC Cincinnati when I was a
Right.
fan. So
And you know what, man? And so I work with a nurse who was a Crew fan, right? And she's now an FC fan. And I said something to her today. I'm like, what'd you leave your thing for? You can't leave your team. And she was like, well, I could go to the games down here. And I'm like,
no, see,
no, you can't leave your team.
I think you actually can in that scenario. If you're like right there and you can go to the games all the time, but I'm 2 hours away from either one. So like, what would be the point of me switching, you know?
No, choppy. I do have to point this out. Who pays for you to buy your LSU gear? UC. You're a UC employee, Chop. I just realized that.
Guess what? UC is not connected to that hospital anymore.
That's close enough.
No, it's
You're-
not.
Yeah, suck it,
They're
Greg.
not connected.
I'm just saying,
They are
Chop.
not affiliated.
Also, sometimes his friend Dell gives him LSU gear.
That's true.
That's true.
So
Well,
Give me a sweet ass fucking hoodie.
it's going to be a hell of a matchup on Saturday, Greg. I went to the Utah game Saturday night. That defense is humming right now.
Where is
So,
the game at?
It's in
Utah. So
Oh, is it in Utah?
Utah starts at like 10:15 p.m. or some shit, even though it's the college game day game.
I thought it was out in
Damn,
Cincinnati.
dude.
No, that's why I said you needed to get a suite again.
Oh, okay.
If your dude gets sweets, we need to all come out there. It's only 2 hours from
Yeah, but-
Dale.
But see, Dale, you don't want to play UC. Your Buckeyes don't want to play UC. You know why? Because you guys fear UC. You fear getting embarrassed, and that's okay. You only want to play UC when they're bad. Last time we played UC, we had Gunnar Keel as our quarterback.
Greg, I think you need to worry about Utah first.
Yeah. Hey,
No.
what is Utah
No.
ranked right now, Dustin? What's Utah?
I don't know. They're
20,
they
it
have-
says they're 24th and Cincinnati is 17th. The game is Saturday at 10:15 p.m. on ESPN.
What is
right.
just Utah's
Which would be fun
defense?
for Dustin. He's used to staying up late.
I might go.
If you just rank their defense, though, what's Utah's defense? Don't they have like a really good defense?
Well, they have two tackles that are going to be drafted, offensive tackles. Their defense, they have a defensive edge player that probably, I mean, Dale could talk about it. He's a draftable player. They've always been known for their defense, though.
They got two of them. I don't think either of them will be in this class, but Logan Fano and then John Henry Daly. Henry Daly is really impressive. I don't think he'll be in this class, and maybe he shouldn't. But if he keeps playing the way he has, he could be a first-round pick next year when he comes out. And I think Fano's probably a mid-round pick. They got linebacker Lander Barton. That's a linebacker. They also have Smith Snowden at corner, Teo Johnson at safety. Those guys could be next year or this year because Johnson, I know specifically, is a junior. I think Snowden will be back, but Barton's a senior. He'll be coming out this year at linebacker. He's like a 6'4" linebacker. Reminds me a lot of Cincinnati's linebacker, that Golday kid, because he can cover. He's got good size, length, all that stuff. So, yeah.
Let me ask you this: long as we're talking about about UC, though, that Sorsby, like if he comes out and he goes into the draft this year, where do you think he gets drafted? And as long as I'm talking to Greg about LSU, do you think he gets drafted before Garrett Nussmeier at this point?
Well, Chop, interestingly enough, I added him to the draft guide today because I moved John Mateer, the Oklahoma quarterback, to 2027. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to add somebody else in that spot. And I added Brandon Sorsby right above Garrett Nussmeier.
I knew it, man. Fucking Garrett Nussmeier's had such
We'll see how it plays out. There's
season.
still season to go, right? Like quarterbacks is the one I like to change around, see how it goes. There's also a lot of moving parts on who's going to declare, who's going to, come back to school, who's going to transfer and go to a better situation. So there's a lot going on there. And also you got dog shit players like Drew Aller and Carson Beck, who honestly don't inspire any faith. Cade Klubnik, all these senior quarterbacks that have really sucked. So it's wide open for some of these juniors to step up. And another senior quarterback that has sucked for the most part is Garrett Nussmeier. Now, he's injured, but he hasn't been very good.
You know where he's going?
Where's he going?
Fucking Pittsburgh. They're in quarterback fucking purgatory. And I'm telling you, Garrett Nussmeier is going to be a good NFL quarterback. He's had a shit year, but he's going to be a good NFL quarterback. He's going to get coached really good. If he goes to Pittsburgh, it's not good for us.
He's small, man. He's small.
He's like Ben Roethlisberger. He's a fucking couch that stands back there. He's a big guy, stands back there and makes plays. And they won 2 Super Bowls with the last couch that stood back there.
I think he's not even 6'1", and he's like 200 pounds, and that's probably why he's hurt all the time. Because he would get dinged up last year. He's just a tough kid that plays through it, but he gets hurt a lot when you're those smaller guys. That always scares the hell out of me. And then I compare that to Sorsby, Greg's guy at UC, and that kid's listed at 6'3", 235. That's a big ass difference in size and thickness on those two quarterbacks, and who can hold up better.
He seems a bit more mobile too when I watch Sorsby.
Oh yeah,
he is.
Chap, if I'm LSU right now, I'm dead ass serious. I'm not saying this to piss off Dale. Go get Brian Hartline. Reclaim wide receiver you.
Man, we just need to LSU just needs a reset, man. I'm interested to see what's going to happen in the wake of the Kelly firing.
I'm just saying, man. I could. That's a lot, Dale. You have to admit that's a logical choice. That giving a.
I don't think it's logical at all, and I think LSU people would hate that. He's just his first year as a play caller, Greg.
Oh, stop it, Dale! Stop it.
I'm telling you what, LSU.
You're
already
scared.
in their head.
Dale is scared. Dale is scared on this.
No, I think that'd be a terrible hire for them.
No.
But KP's got one, and he's going to be in the conversation. I was listening to Todd McShay, and it's just his thoughts. He thinks Joe Brady's going to be in that conversation. He thinks they're going to make a phone call to Nick Saban.
Joe Brady's not going back. Joe Brady's
Nick Saban say no, and I think Nick Saban will say no.
I think
he doesn't want to do college football.
Yeah, I think Joe Brady's in the conversation for NFL head coach. I think
Joe Brady would go back to LSU.
You think he would?
Yeah.
I don't want fucking Joe Brady.
I know. I wouldn't either, but
I don't want Joe Brady at Cincinnati, and I don't want him down there.
Lane Kiffin and Joe Brady are probably the two leading candidates, in my opinion, just to start with.
Yeah.
What about Dion?
No,
shut the fuck up over there, Greg.
Dion's got health problems.
God. No, because LSU isn't like Colorado. LSU is not going to hire somebody in there. It's a spectacle like that.
I don't think Dion's got a lot of health problems too. I don't even know if he stays on coaching at Colorado, to be honest. But
probably not.
I don't know if you guys saw the rumor. He dispelled it. But whatever happens with Zach Taylor, like Steve Sarkisian would definitely be a coaching hire I'd be interested in for the Bengals.
I don't know. Texas head coach.
Yeah. He's coached a lot in the NFL. You know, like I'm not crazy about his schematics necessarily, but I think he would make the necessary adjustments.
Yeah, look how he's doing with Arch Manning, though, man.
Man, when it comes to coaches, I don't know. I don't know any of that shit, man. Like my guy, I still stand. We all wanted him for our defensive coordinator when he got fired from the Jets, and I'll still take Robert Saleh. I would love to try Robert Saleh as the head coach.
I would do that.
Dan Pitcher, give him a chance I'm not saying Robert Saleh would keep him anyway as our OC, but if you did, I think Dan Pitcher's a good offensive coordinator. I think our offense opened up with him. Maybe give him some play calling responsibilities and see what happens. You know, and then you got Robert Saleh in here to help with the defense.
I would take Flores over him.
Would you?
Or I would, because he had success actually at Miami. Saleh failed pretty bad with
any change is a change. So
yeah, and we probably won't get it right. We're probably getting another excuse, but yeah, no, it's something to talk about, right? When the team has performances like this, you got to think that people could lose their jobs, and if they do, who might replace them? Flores is the one with Minnesota, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he's the D coordinator for Minnesota right now.
He's tough. He's all about toughness, and I think we're a chicken shit soft football team.
Yeah,
I would love it. And I'm not even a defensive player hire guy. Like, that's kind of against.
I know.
For me to say
100%
that, that's how.
what you say.
What's that?
I said it's 100% against what you say. You're on taking these young, hot, fucking positional coaches and give them a shot, right?
Well, the recent history of it is an offensive guy at head coach with a defense coordinators who wins the Super Bowls. But
what's Andy Reid? Andy Reid's defensive guy, isn't he?
Offense.
Is he offense?
Yeah. Dustin, I'm kind of with you because we can't even think about a Super Bowl right now. We got to be thinking about how to get back to the damn playoffs, and we need some fucking toughness. So
right.
I kind of like maybe we're a year too late. Maybe we should have got Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel would have been great. Oh my God.
I think the NFL, and this is where I learn from my own. I'm always willing to change my mind. But I think the Taylor hiring was kind of a flavor of the day where everybody was going through these offensive trees, because you actually saw it with the Patriots coaching staff where everybody was McVay was losing a coordinator every season.
Yeah.
And I think what you've actually seen, and teams have learned from this, because they wanted to get this schematic guy, and then Dale, to your point, pair them with the defensive coordinator that might be more experienced or even up and coming, whatever. They wanted the schematics guy to be able to position their quarterbacks, score points, because that was kind of what was going on in the NFL at the time. Since then, a lot of those coaches have failed. I actually don't even think – I have some buddies in Chicago. They're not too thrilled about the culture that Ben Johnson's running at Chicago even, and he was the hottest thing out there too. So now I think you're going to start seeing a shift back to let's hire guys that are leader of men, right? And go about it that way. And I think that's where you're seeing Vrabel have success. D'Amico Ryans has had success. Now, obviously, Texans have had their ups and downs, but I'm really high on him still. And those guys are good leaders of men. They happen to be defensive coordinators, but they can lead men. And I think it's going to start getting back to that.
Hey, Dustin, also, you'll remember we got Zach Taylor. He wasn't the first pick. Jack Del Rio said no. So we were going after
No, we were looking at Del Rio for a defensive coordinator, and he came in here for an interview, and him and Zach did not mesh well at all.
He said no for the defensive.
Yeah, we went through Todd Grantham from Florida, Del Rio, all these people before Lou, ultimately.
So Zach Taylor was the first choice for the head coach when we were looking?
As far as we know.
Didn't Bieniemy say he thought he was getting the job? I thought it was going to be Bieniemy.
Something must be going on with Bieniemy got his shot, and he was not it.
Well, Bieniemy is I don't even know if he's like a running backs coach now.
No, let me look him up. I don't even know where he's at.
Yeah, I think he's back to being a running back coach or whatever. He went to UCLA and he had several places, and it just never worked.
And then Del Rio
he's a running back coach for the Bears. Wait.
I actually think the process of thinking.
Oh, so we'll see him this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And his running backs are going to be all well prepared.
He's probably got a giant fucking boner thinking about going up against this run defense.
Oh, yeah.
No shit, man.
Oh, yeah. Swift.
Well, we also had Khalil Herbert, who played for the Bengals last year. He played for the Jets yesterday.
Yeah. I mean,
it's fun. It was a fun game to be at.
Swift is no joke. He can hit those holes, dude. So, Breece Hall is more shiftier. He's got some burst, but DeAndre Swift just takes off. That dude's fast.
Well, they had a players meeting today, players only, Dustin. So everything's probably going to be fixed.
That's what I just said.
Yeah,
I go. That's why I know we're cooked, because we're already at player meetings.
I know. Well, Chop's joking because you said that.
Okay. I see.
Right. I'm being
facetious.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
To recap our picks so far, and we all have Kansas City tonight. So, Greg, you won this week. 7-5. 7-5 won on the picks. We were all dog shit. Chop was 4-8, complete dog shit. And me and Dustin was 6-6, 500. mediocre, pretty much still dog shit. You were 7-5, one game ahead of us, Greg.
Shut the hell up.
That's pretty awesome. Good job, Greg.
Good job, Greg.
Listen to me. I know everything.
Because of that good rationale that you gave on every pick.
Yeah.
Bro,
Now, I think you're still like tied for last with Chop.
I know, God. Let me enjoy it. Shut the hell up, Dale. Let me enjoy it. Look, man, it's been a crappy last couple of days. I'll just let you guys all know I have not been on Twitter because some jackass who has no life got into my account. So I'm trying to get my account back.
My bad. My bad.
Give it up,
Damn you,
Dale.
Dale. I
It's
knew it was
fine.
you.
Tell him now.
I know it was you, Dale. But no, someone hacked into my account. So, from my understanding, nothing bad's been posted or anything. But if you have heard from me, I'm not because I'm upset, just because I can't log into my Twitter because somebody changed my email address. So
you know what? Swear to God, I was watching that sick podcast with Elise Jesse, and someone hacked her Twitter account yesterday too, Greg. It must be all you like big time podcasters.
The big names.
Big time podcasters. We'll have to check with Jeff and see if he got hacked too.
They
saw
the
podcasters have been hacked.
They saw the dot bot and they wanted to see if there's any
Rashad
news.
Genty, by the way, it was cool seeing Rashad Genty. And by the way,
he was cool.
Anton, cool seeing you, and Tony Blaze. It was cool seeing you too, buddy. But yeah, no, Rashad Genty. I get a phone call. It's like, where the hell is this from? This is probably the scammer trying to call me. I'm going to tell this guy off and all that stuff. He's like, Greg, I'm going to get. I got in James' truck. Okay, I'm going to have it out with this guy. This guy's got the nerve to call me. He's like, Greg, this is Rashad. Oh, Rashad, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, no, I didn't yell or anything, but I thought, okay, this is the guy. I'm going to have it out with this guy.
Yeah, it was a cool dude, man, and it was nice to see
awesome.
when he got there. Everybody said hi to him, and it was nice to see him be able to see that pop still there for him. You know,
I'm Big Sandwich now, Chop.
Big Sandwich.
I'm Big Sandwich. He thought it was Big Sandwich, but I was Big Sandwich. I had such an awesome Dale. You can vouch.
He said Big Sandwich.
Big Sandwich. Such an awesome dude he is. No, Chop. I did the dot bot. The first thing is, what the hell I just saw? I'm like, that's the same thing Corey said.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Can I read some of these?
Big Sandwich.
Can I read some of these scores from yesterday?
Yeah.
For it.
God, what a dog shit day of football.
Yeah.
Miami, Atlanta, Miami 34-10. Atlanta's a train wreck. That coach is going to be gone.
Yeah.
New England 32, Cleveland 13, Philadelphia 38-20. Sorry about Scattaboo, Chop. He got
no shit, man. And he's on my
that
fantasy
sucks.
too.
Buffalo 40-9 over Carolina. Baltimore 30-16 over Chicago. Houston 26-15. The afternoon games, which I was depressed after the Bengals.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
Yeah, 23-3 Tampa over New Orleans. Denver 44-24 over Dallas, and then Indy 38-14 over Tennessee. Meanwhile, I'm watching NBA basketball games go to like double and triple overtime all week. Like, I cannot stand the NFL right now.
I don't watch NBA, so I watch those afternoon games, and I know it wasn't as exciting, but I just enjoyed watching the Cowboys get destroyed. I even loved it when there's no fucking way they can win, and George Pickens gets a catch, and he jumps up like, I got a first down, and shows off, and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
Well,
like,
we all picked Dallas. We're also stupid. We all picked Dallas.
Yeah. Well,
Denver. That may
Dallas
have been our
was on fire,
week.
man.
That's 2 straight games of Bo Nix playing pretty well, and I'm a Bo Nix hater. So
yeah, I am too. So.
Well, not that motherfucker Tyler Kelly, who was also at the tailgate yesterday.
I know. I said Ben. I said, I see it,
dude.
I showed him your tweet. I showed him your text.
Dude, Jordan Love threw close to 400 yards. So the Pittsburgh Steelers defense in 2 games, their passing secondary have given up close to 1,000 yards.
Yeah, they might be cooked, and that's the only saving grace for the Bengals. And listen, it doesn't matter because our defense is cooked too.
Yeah.
And the Ravens, man, that was a huge win for the Ravens over the Bears this week to get it while Lamar was still out. And I know it's just their second win on the season, but we only have 3. The Steelers only have 4. So, like, the Ravens get hot at the right time. Lamar comes back healthy.
When did they go get Snoop back? I didn't even know they brought Snoop back.
Just what, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I feel like, or maybe he was on their practice squad
first. That was the smartest thing they could do.
First.
Like, they'll never get rid of his ass again, will they? Let his ass go. Cooper Rush comes in. Dog shit. Snoop comes back, wins him a game.
and guess what's starting to play good on the Ravens? The defense. So before the bye, they've only held the Rams to 17 points,
Right.
and then the Bears to 16. And I mean, Caleb looked. I don't know. Caleb might be cooked.
Yeah, until he plays the Bengals.
Oh, no. We're not going down that road.
He's got his get right game coming up.
No, guys, look, I'm not calling out fans, but I like Dale. We talked about this Friday. Everybody's acting like we're going to walk in, we're going to step over. We don't have. We even though we beat Pittsburgh, we don't have a saying to be like that team yet. I mean, you take it game by game here, and look what happened.
The defense is too dog shit to
not you, Chop. Not you. Some fans were back.
Yeah, the defense is too dog shit to overlook literally anybody.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, our defense probably couldn't stop the Titans, and their offense might be worse than the Jets.
Our defense couldn't stop fucking on a Friday night team. No. Our defense would have trouble with some Friday night teams. Mueller and Cincinnati would probably give fucking our defense a run for their money. It's fucking ridiculous.
Did you guys see Marion?
I'll give one guy. I'll give one guy out. He did a better job for. How about Uncle Rico did a great job punting? I thought. Yeah,
he did. He had like a 66-yarder.
Yeah,
on one of his punts. So he's playing better.
Dale, any thoughts on Uncle Rico, or you just don't give a shit?
I probably went to the bathroom or was looking at the Keno screen at that time when we were punting, to be honest.
That was all the time, probably. After, like the first couple drives, I was so happy. Like the first drive they went for it on 4th down. We stopped them. We're like, hell yeah. They get up there.
Touchdown after that, 10-0.
And it's like the same exact spot. We stop them. I'm like, fuck yeah, here we go. I text Matt. We're up like fucking 10-0. I text Matt like, fuck your north end zone prediction, motherfucker. Ha ha ha.
This defense is so bad. They could play 3 good quarters, but I still think they would like blow it in the 4th.
Yeah.
Yep. And they started to unravel against Green Bay. And that's where I was telling people, like, I have concerns about this defense because what Green Bay did is throw some tape out there. And that's all teams are doing is duplicating that. They're attacking the edges on the run game. And they're basically giving their quarterbacks like one read throws off of play action. Pretty simple stuff,
Yeah.
And then there's a play yesterday that Newton completely lost where he was in zone. Just let the guy go down the sideline. So, I mean, schematically wise, I don't know what Golden's trying to accomplish. I don't know what you're seeing, Dale. Seen a lot of 3 linebacker sets, and like that's not helping. They're putting Knight on the edge quite a bit and like these like bear fronts. And I just did he do that in college? I don't know, man.
Not that much. And they keep doing it and he keeps getting completely washed out of these plays.
Yeah.
It's bad. And Logan, I mean, whatever with the trade request looked bad. He's really cooked in coverage. He got burned a couple times in coverage. But Knight has been awful all around.
That's just been a swing and a miss so far, right?
And Barrett Carter got off to a decent start, and then he was awful in the second half.
Yeah.
It was just these linemen and the safeties. Like Jordan Battle, it wasn't just that one where he didn't hit the quarterback. He had multiple poor angles, and like he slows up all the time, and then guys just run right around him. Like, okay, here's Barrett Carter, Demetrius Knight missing a tackle in the hole, and then here's Carter coming up from the safety spot and hesitating, and then the guy's by him, and he's still trying to tug onto his jersey for 30 more yards down the field. It's like, damn it, you're supposed to be an eraser back there at safety. Come up, knock the piss out of somebody.
How did Cam Taylor-Britt, do you guys think, did overall? Did he do anything after starting?
He had the 2 penalties. He had some decent plays in run. I clipped up one where he one of the first plays of the game, and he knocked the shit out of that wide receiver and then got the running back in the backfield. And he had 2 or 3 decent plays as a run defender. But then he had the couple penalties that were just dumb penalties. He basically goes up and wraps these guys. And it's like, dude, they're going to call that every time. And then he's like, oh,
I like that he played aggressive,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that was we need more aggressiveness. That's something I said earlier too. Like we need more of that. So I'm not going to say he was good by any means, but he was decent. I mean, once again, PFF's not this or that because Jordan Battle graded out 3rd highest on the team. Cam was 4th highest, but Cam's coverage grade was a 55.8. So he was pretty solid against the run and his tackling, which kind of showed up before I even looked at that. And then it had Battle with a 73 coverage grade. that's really his saving grace. I mean, in 55 run defense, I didn't even think he played that well, if I'm being honest.
Could you go through some of the other scores? I didn't see them. Maybe some of the DLs. The D-line.
Yeah, BJ Hill graded out well, but it was like I saw no impact. So I guess like you mentioned some of the interior D-line guys, I guess that would be him. You know, that would be Slayton. Those guys holding up their end as far as you know, get in the run defense part. That kind of graded out well. 74 run defense, or 74 for BJ Hill. Pass rush just a 54. We have no juice from there. That's the problem with the interior D line. Like I think they're decent on the interior against the run. Like you mentioned, they're getting killed on the outside and linebackers and safeties.
Stewart
and then
on the interior a lot too. I saw yesterday.
Yeah, Slayton had a 60 run defense grade, and they always grade him bad. So it was probably a fantastic game, honestly, with how he usually gets graded.
Not terrible.
But what's the other one besides PFF, Dale? The one that graded him super high?
Some ESPN that I don't know that anyone ever
ESPN.
talks about. Yeah,
check ESPN, see what his grade is.
Osai had a 59, a 66 run defense, 75 tackling, 51 pass rush. So there was no pass rush. I mean, once. Like we were having to bring the blitz. It's the only time we got any pressure. Murphy at 57 overall, a 28 tackling grade was his low there. Jenkins had a 54 overall, a 23 tackling grade. So like, you know, it's just pathetic. That's a lot of missed tackles. Your tackling grade is when you miss tackles. Period. When it's that low, it's all about missed tackles.
Also, the trade deadline is like Sunday. Right?
And Stewart was a 31. I think I mentioned him earlier. 31.
A day or two after Sunday's game, Chop. It's like on that Tuesday, isn't it?
And I thought it was on November 2nd, which is the game.
What you see, the trend in those grades that you see is a lot of our former draft or like our high draft picks. The guys that actually graded somewhat well were free agencies, or obviously we got BJ Hill in a trade, but you know, nonetheless,
I don't see any rumors about Bengal trade anything.
Yeah, well, there's not going to be. There'll be a Thursday night game, guys, before we do a show on Friday. So I know there's still a game for our picks from last week, but I got the thing here, the schedule for this week. So Baltimore at Miami is the Thursday game. I'm going Baltimore. I know Miami beat Atlanta, but I don't expect them to do it again. But it is at Miami, Thursday night football.
Is Lamar back? I would imagine, right?
Probably going to be back, but who knows?
Yeah,
Thursday game. Maybe they hold him another week.
Lamar's injuries like to linger for whatever reason.
I mean, I wanted to create some separation, but I'm also going with Baltimore.
Yeah. Hey, Chop, before I get my pick, the trade deadline is November 4th at 4 p.m. So that's Tuesday. Right. That's on voting. It's on voting day usually, as always, too. But I'm going to go Baltimore also.
I'll go Miami.
Let me go Miami. I'm on a hot streak.
Miami.
Let me go Miami.
Yeah.
Put me down for Miami.
Look at that, too. I'm going Miami.
Well, that kind of worked out. The ones those two went together on was a lot of the ones that they got. Me and you would go together on, and we would lose.
Oh, well.
So,
I mean,
just saying from last week.
I mean, at Miami beating fucking Baltimore at about right now would be like the Jets beating the Bengals. That could never happen.
Yeah, how could that happen? Right?
Yeah, that could never happen.
I just feel like the Ravens have improved their defense, but it's like a little bit of like, will they come back down to earth a little bit? You know?
Yeah.
And I actually think Miami's defense is starting to play somewhat better. You know, they do have some guys that can get after the passer up front. So I don't know, just an upset pick. It would be an upset, obviously, but you know, I could see something happening. And anytime you go to South Beach, you know what I mean? You go to like out in South Beach, you go to, what is it? The Clevelander, you know, you start going to the clubs at night.
That's true.
Maybe doing some of that yayo, you know what I mean? Wake up late the next day.
That could be what happens. You know, that's how Miami gets the upset on Thursday night football.
Exactly.
Get them Baltimore players all fucked up, clubbing.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. Thanks everybody tuning in. I know it's a shit week. We should probably fire Duke Tobin, Zach Taylor, start all over, but it's not going to happen.
I got to tell you what, man. I'll touch your taint with the tip of my tongue if they fire Duke Tobin this week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate that they consider him a family member. And like he doesn't have the GM title, I think, just so they don't have to fire him. But like somebody pointed out, they have like 3 assistant GM titles now. And that's all because you can get like a draft pick and different stuff, especially for like minority assistant GM.
Also,
Yeah.
I need to get like Greg.
Bullshit.
I need to get like Greg, where I say I'll buy you a stadium beer. Like, because if they actually fire Duke Tobin, now I have to touch the tip of my tongue to your taint.
Yeah, instead of a stadium beer, you're
Why
always
do I always come out with shit like that?
everyone.
I should just go with stadium beer.
Oh, Dale, I do owe you
just
a
go with
stadium beer.
stadium
All right,
beer.
Dale, I owe you a stadium beer for the Pats game.
I mean, I already had to almost suck everybody's cock in fucking lot 1, right?
Well,
Now-
not really. We had to
now-
get like an
yeah,
exact
right.
score. It was never.
Not exact score, but I come out with that bet, not just a stadium beer. Now I'm touching people's taint with my tongue.
So
You're
Greg,
acting like
gotta
you're
remind
mad
me
about
No,
it.
I have not. No, I have not.
You're acting like you're mad about it, Chop, and you're the one that's sacrificing yourself for these bets.
I
And
know,
you're
I'm
actually
not mad.
rooting for
I'm
them.
not
You
mad.
just
He
want
is.
a mouthful of taint.
and he's gonna be like,
The tongue,
and
just
we'll be like, no, don't worry about it, Chop. You don't have to do it. And he's like, I have to. I made the bet.
yeah.
I
I'm
bet.
man's got to do
I
it.
paid all my bets. I
I gotta
paid
pay
all
off-
my
I paid
bets.
my
He's like
bet.
a Lannister.
Yeah.
Pay my bets.
Lannister always pays their bet.
Lannister always pays their debt.
I will lick your booty. All right, man. On
No,
that note,
yeah.
I'm from the
speaking of
north,
booty,
man.
the Bengals were booty. They lost to the Jets. We suck. We play the Bears this week. Then we got a
Booty
bye
would
week.
be an upgrade, Dale.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, they were.
I like
I
some
don't even
booty.
know. Yeah. All right.